right back, Charlie. Definitely.
Still on the floor.
Happy Friday, folks. Got my guy in the building. It's the Premier League season. It kicks off today, but we're playing on Sunday. We say, my brother, we got a lot to discuss. Well, not much, but a lot to discuss still.
Yeah, man, I'm good, my bro. Thanks for having me on as usual. How are you, my bro?
I'm good, man. I just want Sunday to be here. I'll be real with you. I just want Sunday to be here. I don't know how to feel about the transfer market. I don't know, man. But like, I want to ask you off the bat, yeah, like, bro, does it feel like we've done that and we're back now? Like, it just feels like the Premier League season's come around quick.
Yeah, and I think because of the Club World Cup as well, there's been a couple of friendlies. It's almost like there's been no stop of football. You know what I mean? Usually you get like a 1 month of no football and you're dreading it, but now there's been no stop of football. So yeah, it's come around the corner again, man.
You're right. Still, I gotta ask you a question off the bat, man. If Mikel Arteta don't win the league, what are we saying?
Yeah, we gotta go. No, actually, context. If he doesn't win the league and he's not challenging for the league, and happens what happened last season, where 1 month before we already knew that we weren't going to win the league, then I'm sorry, he has to bounce. He has to bounce. We have to be challenging. 6 players brought in, bro. What do you think about this? 6 players.
Well, I think everyone's at borrowed time, but like, what is challenging to you? Because we've been second 3 years.
Yeah, but again, last year wasn't challenging. Last year we knew by February Liverpool had won the league. The year before that, it's challenging. The year before that, okay, cool. But last year wasn't a challenge, people. February, we knew we weren't winning the league, bro. I don't know what you think. Like, obviously, I want to pick your brain, but that's not challenging, bro. What do you think?
We've done before that. I think don't quote me, but I think we was on average, I think like 7 points behind Liverpool, so it wasn't challenging. I must admit, yeah, I'm even at the point where I'm exaggerating. I don't know how this mathematically would work out, but let's just say Arsenal finished second with 99 points, yeah, and the team above us finished with 100. I still think Donny's got to go. I'll be real. Like, I hear it. It's harsh and that, but the very fact is, it's been 4 years now. Man, I have to try something else.
I get it. I absolutely get it. Because again, listen, 6 players that we brought in. We wanted the striker. We've got the striker. We wanted a left winger. He went to go get Madueke. It's all on him now. Obviously, we're going to back the players in the Arsenal shirt now. Nonetheless, we're going to back him. But it's the manager, it's the recruitment that sorted this player out. And you're hearing the words that Arteta and the recruitment staff are saying, oh, yeah, he's really excited by Madueke. He's really this, he's really that. Okay, cool. All right, let's see now. You know, let's see what happens now. Like, what do you think? Like, do you think if he gets 99 points, first person gets 100 points, and let's say an FA Cup, do you keep him?
You have to win something. You have to win something to save face, bro. That's where I'm at. You have to win something, bro. Like there's even, I don't think personally fans will be happy with the League Cup, FA Cup, or a double. I think what saves your life is the Premier League. Obviously, the Champions League. You have to win. You're a good manager. We've got a good team. Is the team winners? Is the manager a winner? And when it's all said and done, at the end of the day, I'm at the point of, I don't know how you feel, but it's like everybody's got the answers. I'm asking myself the questions at this point. Like, why have we finished second 3 years in a row? Because I'm all about the present. I can't tell you what 2026, 2027, 2028, so on and so forth brings you. I just know we've had 3 golden opportunities, whether it's the first year where we didn't expect it, the last year we ran it down to the wire, or like you referred to last season where we did finish second, but it was anything further. It was the furthest thing from challenging, innit? Like, as I said, we was on average 7 points. We never really closed the gap on Liverpool. You're even being nice saying February. I'm pretty sure if I put my mind back from like November, December, I was like, yeah, it's done kind of thing. You need to get over the line. You need to. Like, we need to win stuff. We've got some great individuals collectively over the last 3 years. Arguably, we've had the greatest squad of the Emirates era, whether we think it is perfect or not. We need to win, bro. Like, we need to get something. And if nothing more, that for the fans, and exclude the fans, for the players, bro, because you're a qualified coach. I'm not saying this will happen. And the one thing I will give Arteta, which isn't something to give him, players haven't down tools yet. And I'm not saying that will necessarily be the case, but emotional fatigue, bro. It's different, and I applaud them for it. It's very difficult getting yourself up for these 3 years, and then the 4th year things are not happening. You get where I'm going, bro. You're a qualified coach. You know what I'm talking about. So it's like at some point, well, if Eddie's not here and Bert is here, bunch of new players, Cronkies, whether I like them or not, are not going anywhere. I'm not even saying the next man guarantees success or we don't regress or whatever, but you have to try something new, no? And I like Arteta for what it's worth.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with everything that you said there, my bro. My worry is that if we do not win nothing this year and we do get rid of Arteta, are the players gonna still be thinking, you know, the next guy's gonna come in and do what we needed to do? Because like you said there, my bro, uncertainty. There's so much uncertainty, especially if we don't win the league, especially in the context that we don't win the league. Again, we might be talking about this now and then come the end of the season, me and you are happy, Larry. Whoever won the league, all of that, but it's looking uncertain. I'm looking at Liverpool. Liverpool are looking strong. I'm looking at Chelsea. Chelsea are looking strong. Man United are going there for Baleba.
I'm not even scared about that. I'll be real.
You're not scared about that?
He's a great player, but they need a centre mid, innit?
Do you know what it is now? It's that before we were saying, oh yeah, do you know what? We're going to finish second, bridesmaids, yeah? But other players, other clubs are getting stronger. They're getting better. So second place is not guaranteed, bro. Definitely second place is not guaranteed. Do you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I think we're going to finish third.
Same.
Big man thing, I think we're going to finish third.
I want to be wrong, naturally.
Yeah, Liverpool City. But the thing is, don't forget about Chelsea. Chelsea, look what they did to PSG. Look what they did to PSG. Did you understand? It's like, as much as you want to brag about Chelsea in terms of Chelsea only won a conference cup and only won a Club World Cup, it's the manner that they did it. It's the experience that they're going to take into the Premier League.
They always win, man. They're most
successful. Do you know what I mean? It's the confidence knowing, oh, we just beat PSG comfortably. Not just beat PSG. We beat them comfortably. João Pedro's looking on form. They've got a couple of players going in. I'm just saying, it's no longer a place, oh, we're going to finish second. This could genuinely be a top 4 battle.
Nah, man, we ain't in no top 4 battle, man.
Oh my God. We're not in the
top 4 battle. Because I know Arteta knows that your job's gone if you don't get Champions League football. So I know we're therefore getting that.
It's going to be a top 4 battle, bro.
What is a top 4 battle to you? Like, paint the picture. Like
top 4 battle. You're battling to get into top 4 where there's Chelsea, Manchester United, Liverpool, even Aston Villa. They're still amongst it. Every other team has gotten better. It's not like we've just got the 6 players. And yeah, I hear that, bro. But every other team's gotten better as well.
Yeah, so we finished second, so we got that, you know, that luxury.
I hear that, but my bro, I'm telling you, I'm looking at Chelsea, I'm looking at Man United, and we can't just sit there and think, you know what, second place, third place is nice. It's not going to work like that this season. Chelsea's hungry. Man United want to get back into Champions League. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's not like everyone's sitting on their laurels and that. No, Tottenham. Look at Tottenham. Tottenham are getting Eze.
They got Thomas Frank and them.
Oh, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Eat it. Not watching that.
So if I had to ask you, bro, who, excluding the Liverpools and the Man City, who are you actually looking at and thinking, you know what? Yeah, man, they're looking a bit scary. Who are you thinking?
I don't know about scary. I'm not really rating no one's thing. I agree with you that Chelsea, I'm like, oh, okay, because I just genuinely think they're throwing too much money at what they're doing for it not to bang. I don't know for Maresca, I don't know for the players they got, but that's that. I will say in Man United's case, the very fact that they're playing 1 game a week, that is a benefit, but there's teething problems there. Newcastle is done, especially when you lose Isak. I'm not watching Spurs. I'm taking Spurs a lot more seriously than I did under Postecoglou, purely because, yeah, Postecoglou won European trophy, but like, Frank is on defending and he's not just on playing good football and all those things. And like you said, if they get Eze with Kudus and all the things they've got, great. But I think we're assuming. I'll be so real. I think top 4 is a minimum. Like I will bet my life savings we get top 4. I'm not happy with that though. I don't just want that, but I'm not really stressed about that. My thing is I don't really care what Liverpool got. I don't really care how much, because as I said, I'm with you that I think we're finishing third. I don't really care what Liverpool or City got. I just need to know we're on getting over the line. We're on fully maximizing what we can. Because right now, I don't believe so. And like, when it's all said and done, like, what do you rate our transfer window at this moment in time? So what's that? Zubamendi, Gyökeres, Kepa, Norgard, Mascara. There's someone else I'm missing out, but you get where I'm going.
Yeah. Bro, I'd have to give it a 7 out of 10. I had to give it a 7 out of 10 because again, like, do you know what? The reason why I give it a 7 out of 10 because we replaced the people that left, obviously the backups, you know, like Thomas Partey, Jorginho, but we're still lacking in certain places. Think about it. I'm still waiting for Madueke to see what he can do on the left. I know what he's done at Chelsea, but what he's done at Chelsea, respectfully, is different to what he could potentially do now, right? So, new player, new game, new manager, new philosophy. Let's see what he can do because it could be a potential where Madueke starts murking it on the left and then maybe it turns into an 8. But at the same time, what you and me are thinking, I don't know about you, I'm going to ask you the question. I don't know if I can rely on Madueke. I don't know if Gyökeres is going to get those 20 goals. Do you know what I mean? It's asking a bunch of questions and trying to be hopeful, fingers crossed. But is it actually going to happen?
With Gyökeres, it's a thing where obviously he needs to be held accountable for his own performances. He needs to do his thing. But I'm looking at is everyone in Europe would have had him. Fair enough, we didn't get Sesko, which was Arteta's main target apparently. But Gyökeres is still a guy. Like I don't want to hear is fans say if Gyökeres doesn't bang, oh, it weren't Arteta signing. I know I'm exaggerating, but if I want Isaac, if I'm Arteta and I want Isaac and I get Haaland, bro, man can't make no excuses. I've seen this man bag at Sporting, Coventry, and now Sweden. If he doesn't score at Arsenal, there's evidently issues. Plus, on top of that, I know the Bilbao game was a step in the right direction. Probably the only game in pre-season where we saw some exciting football, people in their own roles, kind of what we've wanted to see during the summer period. But for me, it's a thing where Arteta, are you going to loosen up the handbrake? Are you going to let these players play? Like we all know low blocks is an issue. Like as much as it's about recruitment, it is about what we're doing from a tactical point. But I've got all the faith in Gyökeres. I think only Gyökeres and Zubamendi are the ones I'm like, game changers. I think Zubamendi will be our. I think Gyökeres is not gonna make sense, but I think Gyökeres is our best signing. I think Zubamendi is our most important. Beyond that, Norgard, all right, cool for the squad. Mascara, I like you. Long term, you could do a thing. Madueke, I don't think you're a bad player. I feel sorry for you because of the pitchforks and stuff. And if we don't get Rodrygo or Eze, I feel the club have done you dirty because there's going to be more pressure piled on you. But I don't know about you, but it's too much squinting and ifs and buts. And as you said there, could and potential. That's great if we want to be top 4. If we want to get over the line, I know if I look at City, their man can score goals. I know if I look at Liverpool, especially if they get Isaac, there's goals there with Gakpo and Isaac and whoever they've got. With us, the faith is if I kind of consider the fact that Gyökeres has just signed for our club, Saka is the only one I'm betting my life on. And then it's probably Kai Havertz because he's shown in the last few years he'll bag goals. That's not going to get us over the line. I need to know that my manager is doing things so that we don't have 14 draws and things of that ilk, man. So, personally, I would start him against Man United purely because maybe I'm too emotional. I just feel Martinelli, Trossard, I've seen what you lot are on. Madueke may not be the answer, but at least it's something different. In terms of, I can't rate it a 6 or a 7. I can, but I can't in that. I can't say it's not because on paper, we've addressed all the areas for once. And then we brought in Gyökeres and Sesko, which is 2 game changers to me. I like Mascara and that. But I don't know how to make it make sense to you, but it feels like we're missing something. It genuinely feels like we're missing something. Whether that's Eze, Rodrygo, or both, or some other guys. I can't look at it like, yeah, Liverpool got this, City got that, but we can do a madness. But we have to. Arteta's got no choice. Whether we sign those players or not, Arteta, it has to bang, bro. It has to bang.
Yeah, bro, I absolutely agree. The thing is, for me, is that the reason why I agree that we're actually missing something is because if we get rid of Trossard, we get rid of Nelson, who does that leave us with in terms of squad depth, attacking wise? Hardly anyone, bro. But hardly anyone, bro. Hardly anyone, bro. Hardly anyone. We need the Ezes.
Nelson in 2025 is crazy.
No, I hear that. But what I'm trying to say is that if shit goes up like it did last season, who do we actually have? That's what I'm trying to say. So the reason why I give it like a 6 to 7 out of 10 is, again, and the reason why I have to include Nelson in that is because Martinelli, if he keeps being shit, we can't use Martinelli. People are saying Madueke ain't doing nothing on the left. I've seen him do it for England, but I don't know if he can translate that into the Prem. Who knows, right? But if Martinelli gets done, Madueke is not performing. It's just Saka. Who else do we have there if we get rid of Trossard?
It's just Max Dowman or Ethan or something left field.
All right, and that's what I'm trying to say. That's why. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's why we're not only just missing one thing; we're missing 2. We need 2 players. two attacking players. Defensively, I'm cool. Midfield, I'm thinking, you know what, it could be a bit better. But you know, Zubimendi, Norgard, Rice can play there.
Yeah, but
Marino
what if
turns
one
like
of
a
them get
fridge.
injured or suspended? We're back to square one. Big up Norgard and Marino, but we
Yeah,
are
yeah,
genuinely back to square one with Zubimendi. I think he's the controller. Zubimendinho,
yeah,
he's the hub of our team. Rice is captain,
yep.
fantastic without the armband. We lose one of them, we're back to square one. That's why I want Eze, because if one of them go out, I would want, like,
Exactly.
assume whatever have you, God forbid, but Zubimendi's out, Rice is out, so there's only one of them available. Slap one of them in the 6 and 2 rotating 8s. I'm
Yep.
cool with that, but we ain't
Yep.
got Eze right now.
We ain't got Eze. Spurs is getting Eze. And on the left, the same thing on the left. Like, if Madueke doesn't perform, and we go back to Martinelli doesn't perform, who have we got? Nobody. Nobody. Up front, do you know what really pissed me off, bro? I was watching the Villarreal match, and I was thinking, don't get me wrong, the performance was bad. But you know what really ticks me off? We went from Gyökeres back to Marino.
We're going to see that on a frequent basis, bro. Marino and Kai are going to play plenty of minutes up front.
And that, guys, really, if we really do think that we're not going to be in a top 4 challenge, if we're going back to Marino and Havertz after we were complaining about them, we're complaining about Madueke because we don't know what he's going to do. Like you just said, bro, if one of the midfielders get injured, we don't have a creative midfielder. If Odegaard has another stinker, which I hope he don't, I don't think he is, but again, it could happen. We're going back to square one. Actually, we're going back -1. We're going back to -1, bro. You know, this is what I'm scared about. This is what I'm scared about, bro. I'm glad that we did the signings. I'm glad that we replaced the people that left. That's all cool. But where was the X factor? Where was that left signing where we thought, you know what? Yeah, we're winning the league. How can we be signing 6 players? This is my question to you, bro, by the way, because maybe I'm being a bit too emotional, right? Where is that 6th player in terms of we signed 6 players and we're still thinking, you know, we might finish 4th, we might finish 3rd. How is that the case?
I ain't got to answer for you, because whether it's Eze, Rodrygo, this one, that one, I don't see any X factor. I don't feel that confident about my attack, with the exception of I don't feel anyone's a bad player. I'm gassed about Gyökeres. I love Saka. But right now, it looks like it's going to be the same old problems on the left-hand side. And the best thing I can say about Madueke is that you can make Arteta look like a genius. Fair enough, you might go on the right-hand side, but you'll be playing on the left. The worst I could say is, if you're inconsistent, well, then you're singing from the same hymn sheet of Trossard, of Martinelli, where I'm sure every Arsenal fan would agree, we'll just start one of you until you piss us off. Then the next one gets started in. And I don't think these guys are bad players. For me, they should be squad players. And then it brings me to this, broski, where, again, this was said in February. We're now in August. Carnival's all next week and that. There is a burgeoning sense at Arsenal that they are gearing up for an unprecedented summer. That was on the 6th of February. Do you feel it's been an unprecedented summer so far? I got to ask your thoughts, my guy. The silence is deafening. I mean, it could be unprecedented. Got Gyökeres. I thought we'd get Sesko, but fair play. Like, it's darkness. It's darkness. Absolute darkness. And he's cut out now, so that tells you everything. I think technical difficulties, people. So that tells you everything. He is frozen. He is frozen. Be back in a sec. To be fair, this summer has been unprecedented. Boy, don't boy me. Really? Maybe in the sense that we've addressed areas. Don't boy it, boy. You're on mod. Come on. Unprecedented, bro. Unprecedented. Unprecedented. What's been unprecedented? Man, rise up the cells. Man, don't see Eze, Rodrygo, random Brazilian Jolingo, Nino, and that. This ain't no unprecedented shit. Come on, big up Arteta's bold army. You're mad, but that's my dog. Yeah, hey, you froze. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Yeah. Yeah, bro, I'm honestly scared, man. I'm honestly scared. I know people saying that we're not going to be in a top 4 battle, but I just see us being not quite it.
Nah, we ain't in no top 4 battle, but I'm just interested in winning the league. We're shooting for top 4. By all means, banter me, people. I'm not saying we can't finish 4th, 3rd, or 2nd, or by God's grace 1st, but we're shooting for top 4. We're there, bro. We're there. We're defo there. We're defo there. But I'm not interested in that. I'm sure the Cronkies won't care. Silverware settings, specifically the Prem or the Champs. You need to be picking up the league or FA Cup as a minimum. I don't even think some fans will be happy with that, quote unquote. But yeah.
Yeah, it's time now. I think, you know what? One thing I will say is that teams that go on to win the Prem or win these big trophies, you need to win the smaller trophies first because you need to know how to get over the line. You need to experience that grit, that determination to get over the line. We ain't done that in 6 years. We have not done that. We ain't done it. Carabao Cup, we got slapped up by Newcastle. Hopefully this season is going to be better, but look at the history. Teams that win something, win the Prem, win the Champions League, you have to win the smaller cups first. Have to. We ain't done it.
We ain't earned the right to little man the other trophies.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. We need to win the other trophies first.
And this is what's showing. What do you make of this comment? Big up social. We finished second and went to the Champions League semis. We are not here by luck. We are pretty good. We just ride with what we've got. Sometimes VIP booked out. We still go to the club. What are you saying to that?
Big up to social. Big up to social.
But we don't get no Jones though. We don't get no tings.
No, you get no thing. We're in the corner. We're in the corner with a drink, like just there, like. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You'll get a couple of guys looking at you, but you're not drawing no things.
Man ain't got the confidence.
Man ain't got the that's what I'm saying. You ain't got the confidence, man. You ain't got the confidence. Oh, do you know what? You're not better than that. Better than that, bro. You know what? You're in the club. Your vibes in. You drew a ting, and then a bigger man comes and takes your ting.
Yeah,
that's what's happening.
We're outside the kebab shop at 4 a.m. doing
4 a.m. just looking.
Yeah, like you can't tell your friends anymore.
Nah, bro. Nah, man. Nah.
Man said he draws things in the parking lot. Nasty man.
Well, yeah, the ones that nobody wants, yeah.
Yeah, horrible. Boy, he's a madman. What do you make of this? It's not all doom and gloom. I mean, if we get a left winger, it's been a pretty decent window. It's neither shit nor great. I hear that though. I hear that, but Arteta's balled army if. I'm not really with the if stuff, but where are you at with that?
Again, if, coulds, maybes, buts. We've had that for the last 3 seasons, bro. I want sure, solid facts. Are we going to do this? I want to come into this season feeling really, really confident, feeling, you know what, Liverpool did their thing, but you know, I'm sure of us. I don't feel that. The last time I felt that was 2 seasons back, not the season that's just gone, the season before that where CE beat us to the Prem for 2 points. That's when I felt cool. We're on that. I'm not feeling that right now.
And that's where it starts. I'm telling you, GG, all the players we signed is unprecedented business. We ain't moved like this before. Liverpool moving mad doesn't take away from our window being up on all our previous windows. I hear you because we've actually addressed all the areas. But then again, on one hand, and I sound like a hypocrite, I can give the club their flowers for addressing all areas. But at the same time, I can't. A big club, a competent club, a club of our size, the third biggest in England, you should be addressing all your areas anyways. You're not going to praise someone for doing their job well. It comes with the territory. We're not going to praise Messi for doing magic or Ronaldo for scoring goals. You've earned that kind of precedent. And I'd also say we haven't given ourselves that leg to stand on. In previous years, you might have needed a left winger and a striker, and you might have got one, and us fans would have been cool. But let's be real, for a couple of windows now, we have kicked the problems up the curb. So we have no choice but to address areas. And I'm being a bit disingenuous. Shout out to Zubamendi and Gyökeres. But I'm going to say Madueke, Norgard, Kepa, big up Mascara as well. And whoever I'm missing out, that's unprecedented. We're in the gutter.
No, that's true. Like, I have to big up to Mascara as well because I think that's a centre-back that's going to be there for time. That's going to be an elite centre-back. Someone that's been playing in the top flight football since the age of 17 with the likes of Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid. That is a player that we have there. It's just the others. I get it because the others, they're backup options, but they're also the players that on paper, they don't look too good, but you know, okay, they're there to do a job. But I wanted the X factor. I wanted someone that, especially for the winger, I wanted not the uncertainty of Madueke. I wanted, okay, cool. Oh, you got a Rodrygo. Oh, you got a Leao. Oh, you got a goal scoring winger that we know, okay, they're going to come in with no visibility. We know what we're going to expect. Madueke, we don't know what to expect. We don't.
I like social joins. I can't believe you're saying this. A man said, we can hear you're scared. This is hard to listen to. You're scared. You scared guys piss me off, to be honest. I can't ball with man like this. Brother, we just ride with what we got. First and foremost, yeah, I can be as scared as I want, but I still believe in going out there. Do you know how many times I've been in fights with my brethren where we know we're going to get moved to and we still do this? So you can ride with me, allow that. But what we can't do is not talk about the obvious. We can't act like it's terrible and we can't act like it's amazing. The window isn't shut yet, but I can only look at what's in front of me. We should be smashing up Man United on Sunday. We'll get into that. But brother, come on, man. Yeah,
that's the thing is that a lot of our fans just want us to be positive all the time and happy all the time, and we get it. Like, I absolutely understand. New season, couple of players that have come in, but we can't sit here and not address the issues that's been happening for the last 3 seasons that is continuing onto pre-season. Like you said there, my bro, the only time we actually had a good game during this pre-season was Bilbao.
And you are only as good as your last game, but still, it's one out of the many.
It's one out of, and Bilbao looked shoddy, by the way. Bilbao looked like they weren't really on it. You know what I mean? So if we're not beating teams like that, then cool. Look, we've got the first 6 games, which is really, really difficult. Why? Is because everyone really wants Arteta to do well, but some people don't want Arteta to do well. The first 6 games, if he doesn't do well, it's going to get toxic. It's going to get completely toxic. Fans, stadiums. It's going to be a civil war, just like it happened with Arsene Wenger. So,
starting this, man. The issues have been addressed. To be honest, there's no reason to be shook before first kickoff. No, there's reasons to have concerns. I wouldn't say I'm shook. I don't know what's been addressed because I haven't seen it yet. I've always said, and boy, you're here all the time. I can have my comments, but 10 games in is where I'll really start to be harsh. That doesn't mean, you know, you can get battered against Man United or you can beat Leeds and I'm going to be happy or sad. I'm going to give you a lot your credit or critique where due. But 10, 11 games is where I'm like, okay, what are we looking like? Like, what's going on here? Because as much as, don't get twisted, as much as Eze, Rodrygo, this one, that one, it's a lot for Arteta to work with from a coaching front. And I think fans get caught in this trap of, it's just about new players. It's just about new players. Just about new players. As you saw in the first game with Gyökeres, well, not really the Spurs game, but the Villarreal game, it's just a new player, same-ish. So, again, I think it's within our hands. I think at times we're our own best friends or our own worst enemies. Dead. Yeah, we need to be giving it a fight regardless. And it's like what you're saying, social joins, we both agree with you. What we've got is what we've got. We have to fight regardless. Whether we bring in several players or one player, Arteta and the boys have to fight tooth and nail because we should be hungrier than Liverpool and City and whoever, and even Chelsea. Chelsea just won a Club World Cup. City have been winning Premier Leagues. Liverpool have won a couple. We should be hungry. We ain't did it since we moved to the stadium. Let's move, man. Let's get it over the line for once. As I always say, everyone's got the answers. Everyone will sit here and say, Arteta out, this player, that, the third. Nobody asks the right questions. My biggest thing is, at the end of the day, we finished third 3 years. No emotion. Why is that the case? What can we do to get over the line? That's what we need to do. We need to maximize everything and control every controllable. What have you made for the outgoings, though, or lack of?
Our net profit is disgusting. It's disgusting, bro. Like, this is not what clubs do. You look at Liverpool, you look at Chelsea, look at their net spending. Look, they're getting rid of Konza for 35 mil. And we can't even get rid of like guys of like Zinchenko and again, listen, I get it. The contract, the wages that they're on, it doesn't really help, right? But if we're looking to get the Ezes, if we're looking to get the Rafael Leaos and, you know, potentially any other player, because we keep hearing Arteta say, oh, we want more, we need more, we're still looking in the transfer window. But I'm not hearing anybody leaving. Only up until yesterday, it was probably Fabio Vieira potentially going to Porto or something like that. But nobody else is leaving. This is not how you do business, bro. You know more than anybody else. This is not how you do business. In order for you to keep spending, in order for you to keep bringing in recruitment that you need to get rid of these players. Now I'm hearing that Reece Nelson doesn't want to go, doesn't want to be sold. He wants to go out on loan because he believes that if he goes out on loan, he gets to showcase his talents a little bit more. And then the next season, he gets to, you know, have a pick of the bunch. Why are we letting players decide? Why are we letting Zinchenko say, oh, do you know what? I'm going to run down my contract. Why?
Right, it's mercy, really. Right, all of these players, mercy, really. We're paying for the sins of the past, if I'm honest.
Get these guys gone, pay half of their wages for a year, let the other team get occupied and, you know, be able to pay the full wages after the year. This is what Chelsea does. This is what other top teams do. They don't mind paying half of the salary or quarter of the salary for a year. And then, you know, by the next year, it's done just to get the player out of the club. What are we doing? We're not moving. Listen, Berta's come in. The only time we're starting to move like a big club is Berta coming in. Because Berta's been with Atletico Madrid. Berta's been with Diego Simeone. So he knows what the echelons of the big club actually resolves. We're still thinking like a small club. And this is my main prerogative right now. We've got the players, I get it, but we've still got the mentality of, oh, are we gonna make it? We should have that mentality. We're hungry. We finished second 3 times in a row. Let's get that hunger, guys. Looking around, look, we want this one, we want that one. Start going in for winning. I want to go in with full confidence. So please, people in the chat, big up the chat, by the way, but you can't expect us to keep thinking, oh yeah, it's a new season, it's a new season, it's a new season. We've got players. We don't see no direction. We don't see Arteta adapting to the tactics. We don't know whether Odegaard's going to play as a 10 or is he going to play as an 8. We don't know if it's going to be Martinelli or Madueke. We need these things, bro. I don't know about you, but I'm just getting to the point now. I just want to see things. I don't want to be positive. I just want to look at the screen and be like, you know what? I'm being proven wrong. I'm being proven wrong. That's what I want right now. I want to be proven wrong. That's what I want. I don't know about you. I want to be proven wrong. Yeah, go on, bro.
I'm not at the point. Like, honestly, there's no positive or negative. If we win, I'm happy. We lose, I'm sad. I don't think we've got a bad team, clearly. And that's what jars me out the most, because as much as people want to do the second again, ole, if we used to get bantered for not getting top 4, for just getting top 4, and we're getting bantered for second. There's been year-on-year progress. Everyone will tell you about more points than the Invincibles. Arteta come out and say we got more points than everybody in the last couple of seasons. We know the defensive statistics. We know what we did against Real Madrid. We know what the last 3 years. We're flirting with greatness, but I just want to feel like we're finally pushing. This summer, everything needs to make sense. And if I'm honest with Mikel Arteta, I'm not trying to make this about Noni Madueke, because we back him all the way. It's like, I do think Arteta has this theme of he'll make 1 or 2 signings that make sense, and then he'll do a left field choice. Like when we go back to when we got Kai Havertz, Rice made sense. Raya, in hindsight, made sense. Timber made sense. Kai Havertz experimenting, and we was even linked with Kudus. This year, Zubimendi makes sense. Gyökeres makes sense. The stopgap signings make sense. To a degree, Madueke makes sense, but we don't know again, which is why I'm backing Madueke all the way. As you said, he plays for Arsenal. We want to give him an opportunity. I think he was positive against Bilbao, but under the guise of getting over the line, and you look at what other people have got, it's not making sense. And then for me, all that keeps coming out of the athletic and the think pieces is that the external pressure is not shared internally. I can't sit here and tell you that heads will roll and people might get sacked if we don't win silverware. Maybe Arteta knows something different than me, because when you look at what he said we still need to win a major title. That's what we're missing, because the rest is done. Like, it seems like he knows well gone.
But the rest is not done, is it?
What do you mean by that for people listening?
We ain't won the Carabao Cup. We ain't won the FA Cup. So the rest is not done. Do you know what I mean? It's not done. Like, listen, I will always thank Arteta for what he's done for us. Where we were before he came in, he changed the culture.
Just he changed
it, but we need to get over the line now. Look, people were bantering us before in terms of spending 700 and spending 600 and da. We've spent $1 billion now. We spent $1 billion. We need results. We really do need results.
What do you make of this? Nah, guys, if we got Sesko, I'd be pretty comfortable to predict a league win. The man got Gyökeres they wanted, and all I hear are reasons why we can't. Okay, so Gyökeres and Madueke, Sesko and Madueke. So Sesko with 13 league goals makes you more confident we're going to win the league versus Gyökeres. That's for boy. What do you make of that comment at face value, though?
Listen, again, you know what? I'll say this, bro. And I'm going to throw the question back to you as well. My concern is a bit more leaning towards Arteta and the tactics he plays compared to the players that we have, right? It's because right now, the players that we have should be title contended. But my main concern is Arteta going to use the players correctly in order for us to make that title challenge? I don't know about you guys. What do you think?
Boy, you have to. Like, we have to. We have no choice. Like, we've got a good team. We've got some good defensive statistics. If we just free up the shackles in an attacking sense, that ain't me saying we're the big bad bullies and we're going to win everything. But I don't think we're as far as away as people make out. But we have to really want it. And honestly, I feel like our club half steps. So I have to see. DG Sesko will outscore Gyökeres. What if Sesko does that? That's great. As long as Gyökeres bags, Gyökeres is all that matters. And what evidence do we have that will be the case? And what do you make of this? Because people will say Arteta spent money, but then people will say, how much has Chelsea spent?
Okay, but you got Maresca, who's come in for the last 2 seasons, and he's won stuff. Like, listen, I know people are going to banter. Oh, Conference Cup. Oh, you got to be in it to win it. You can only beat the team that's in front of you. When we was in the Europa League, did we win it? We was losing to Olympiacos. Yeah? All right. So when people want to start downplaying the Conference League, downplaying the Club World Cup, but just look at the performances of Chelsea, look at the performances against the PSG, the European champions, made them look like absolute nothing. And you see them pre-seasons, they're still tinkering, they're still trying things new. Pre-season that's what it's about pre-season. You're supposed to come in and try something new. You're supposed to come in and try different tactics. We didn't see none of that, only up until Bilbao. That's the only time.
I hope that's a step in the right direction. Do you think Arteta was hiding tactics?
Nah, come on, man. I don't think he was hiding tactics. I think he got a kick up the arse. It was like, listen, if I don't change things now, things are not going to work. If Villarreal match, tell me if I'm wrong, we were still playing like we actually didn't have a genuine striker, even though Gyökeres was up there. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And
it's even going back to this comment off topic. Have some chest about Gyökeres and predict us to win the league if there's still room to cuss out Sesko. I ain't cuss Sesko. He ain't cuss Sesko. Whether we had Sesko or Gyökeres, I don't think a striker just makes the difference. Of course, that can win you games, and it could be like Van Persie for Man United, but we've got deeper problems than that. One guy isn't going to change it. It's going to make me feel a lot more confident. I'm backing Gyökeres all the way in the same way I would Sesko, but we're not them guys. So I don't know what we're doing. And I think some Arsenal fans, quite frankly, are being a bit moist. You need to get over the fact that we haven't got Sesko. If you didn't want Gyökeres, hold that. End of the day, this guy plays for our club. Stop being pussy-holes and let's keep it moving. We've got better than what we have. Big up him, big up Kai, big up Marino. You've all got a part to play. What do you make of Kai's role next season? Because there is scope to maybe play as a 10, maybe play with Gyökeres in some capacity, maybe even play in midfield, maybe even start ahead of Gyökeres, maybe be kind of an off-the-bench player like you saw against Bilbao.
I think this is what I wanted originally. I wanted us to have variety. You see that? See what you just said there? Maybe play up front, maybe play on the 10, maybe play as an 8. This is the variety that we need, because I don't know if anyone agrees. Last season, we didn't have that Liverpool factor where you know what, we're drawing or we're 1-0 down. Let's throw on another striker. Let's throw on another 8, another winger. We didn't have that. So the fact that we've got that this year, the fact that maybe we can go 2 up front. Arteta said it himself. Yeah, sometimes you would like to see Gyökeres with Havertz there up front, maybe as a 10, maybe as an 8. I just want us to have variety. I want us to be able to throw the kitchen sink when we are drawing. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I want, man. That's what I want. Big up to the chat. Havertz is a squad player thing, but that's the thing, Nathan. If Havertz is a squad player thing, 295 for a squad player, is that good enough? Is that big enough? I'm not sure. W for Berta, L for Fraudteta. I get what you're saying. I absolutely get what you're saying. For me, guys, I just want to ask a question to the chat. What would you guys be happy with? What would you guys be happy with in terms of what would make you confident that you know that, yeah, you're ready to win the league, or yeah, you're ready to challenge Liverpool and Manchester City for the league? That's just my question to the chat. Yeah, I mean, that's just my question to the chat. Because honestly, I honestly believe that we're not there yet. We're not there. I don't think we're there. Would you take Barcola? I think I would take Barcola. I would take Barcola. We need a spark. But some people might say Barcola and Madueke are probably on the same level. What do you guys think? Barcola and Madueke, is there too much of a difference?
Back to hearing fuckery. That's dead. Barcola's better than him still. That's an idiot thing. And I'm not dissing Madueke. I actually think you know what it is with Madueke? I think he's been done a harsh rap in that. Obviously, the Chelsea stench. Obviously, nobody. And what I hate Arsenal fans, yeah, nobody would have spoken about signing him. We signed him, and he's great in it. So I think it's the Chelsea stench. It's the hyper opinions. I feel sorry for him because of the protests and all that kind of stuff that was going on. He is developing. I don't think he's as bad as people make out. I do think there's a lot of potential. My thing is, it's about realizing your potential. And cool, I can look at that from Madueke as a like individual. But if we're looking at over the line, he's got a lot of underlying stats. His take-ons, there's a lot to like about him. But the only stats that really matter when we're bringing in attackers is goals and assists. And then we go back to what us lot were saying about Arteta needs to free up the tactics and free up the shackles. I think everybody understands that we can't exactly play the same way for 38 games, potentially 50 plus in all comps, yeah. But I do like how we played in Bilbao, like against Bilbao, sorry. Rice was kind of in his role. He was still going forward. Zubimendi was conducting. We're playing saucy football. I actually think, and people can shoot me, I think there's been a lot of dishonesty in relation to how people have spoken about Martin Odegaard, if I'm very honest with you, in pre-season. I'm not here to say he's been amazing or he's been terrible. I just feel personally he's in that bracket of, I'm exaggerating a bit, but it reminds me of when Granit Xhaka or Bellerin, like, obviously they were poor a lot of the time, but it doesn't matter if they played good or bad, if they was even on the pitch. If we win, lose or draw, they're kind of thrown into the mix, if I'm honest with you, which is jarring.
Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. There's a couple of people that are saying both Martinelli and Trossard need to leave, but
bro, realistically, you're not selling both in it. It's not making sense.
We're not selling both, and to be honest,
it don't make sense to sell both.
Exactly, it doesn't make sense. But even if you sell one, we're very short in numbers. I don't think people realize that when we go through the list and we want to sell the numbers that you want to sell, Zinchenko, Trossard, Fabio Vieira.
Cry about depth.
And then you want to cry about depth, like like teams that win things, teams that win multiple things, and not only that, teams that are actually able to challenge season after season always comes down to squad depth. So yes, I do agree some of the players need to leave, but guys, we're not bringing in anyone else in. Squad depth.
Exactly. I want to ask you about this year. Have you seen the Tony Adams stuff?
Yeah, I did. I did.
All right, let me get your opinions on that before we go over Mikel Arteta. What did you make of it? Are you for that? I saw you at me with something on TikTok. I hope you don't change your thoughts. Let's hear yours about Martin Odegaard, Tony Adams' comments, and Martin Odegaard as the captain.
I get it. I do get it. But him saying that we're never going to win anything without that type of captain, I don't know. About that.
Did take it too far with the. I hear the Odegaard discourse. Where I disagree with Tony Adams is not even disagree when he took it. I can't remember. I'm paraphrasing, but when he started saying, "I think Rice is better than Arteta" and all of this. Listen, Tony Adams, legend, love him, love him. But I just think for me personally, broski, it's not that Odegaard should or shouldn't be the captain. It's redundant. It's a redundant talking point. It's not that we shouldn't talk about it, but the man's not losing his captaincy. And Mikel Arteta has come out and said that we voted him again, but he's not losing his captaincy. Havertz is staying at the club. Mikel Arteta is not getting sacked. There's just certain things that I don't want to say accept, but certain things that you kind of have to accept. Like, there's no point talking about it. I know it's going to get clips in that, but what is the point? At least at this moment in time on the 15th of August.
It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make any difference. Look, if the manager says the club, the players, the staff, they all voted him in, okay, cool, get it. He is the captain. Whether you want Rice, whether I want Gabriel, it doesn't really matter. Odegaard is the captain. And the fact is, I don't think we should be looking at these things in terms of, oh, we didn't win because Odegaard was captain. That's excuses. We shouldn't be giving excuses like that.
Real Madrid and City with them, man. They're in the top 6 records been cool in the last 2 years. So clearly,
thank you. So what? Odegaard's a captain now. We can't win nothing. Nah, let's stop with these excuses. Big up to Tony Adams. Big up to Tony Adams. Big legend. Tony Adams,
because Odegaard wouldn't be my captain, but he is at this moment in time. Why he is the captain, I don't know. But I just want to know, and I'm not saying it's wrong. I don't know where, if you give Gabriel Magalhaes or Declan Rice the captain's armband, what are they going to do that they haven't done already? And what is supposed to happen to Martin Odegaard when he loses the captaincy? I hear what people say, the burden is lifted, all of those kind of things. But at the same time, everyone would agree, right, that Arsenal are under a lot of pressure, individually and collectively, to get over the line, right? Everyone would agree that playing for Arsenal, 3rd biggest team in England, there's pressure anyways. People will get onto Martin Odegaard for his season. Last season, he can't afford to have that again. So there's still pressure. So, like, even taking the captain's armband off him, what happens then? Obviously, if his form coincidentally, he's still playing amazing and he's lost his armband, then there's a conversation, but it don't mean anything. And for me, it's not that I don't care, but one, the captain's armband at Arsenal Football Club became a joke a long time ago when Gallas got it and we were just giving it to anyone who was going to leave the club. And 2, we've got deeper problems. And the most underlining factor is, if Odegaard, like I said, Odegaard, if I got into a fight in a pub or a rave, Odegaard is not the brethren you want to be around, isn't it? We all know that. Like, we all know that. Like, he's not, I never saw what's going on. But at the end of the day, nobody cares. If he does the wonder guard, scanning, assists and shooting, nobody, it's not that people don't care, but nobody cares. It's just another stick to hit Odegaard over the head with, in my opinion.
I agree. I agree. Like we've got much more important issues to be thinking about than the
14 draws.
captain.
Man are talking to me about captain.
Yeah, no.
Come
It's
on, bro.
unless it's like it turns into a FIFA thing where as soon as Odegaard puts on the captain and then he gets like 5 boosts in skill points and stuff, then it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference.
No, and it's redundant. Like, it's not that it's redundant. And I actually say the people that asked that question, because I think it was on a live forum, you lot have done Tony Adams dirty. You have a title winning captain, one of the best English centre halves, probably in fact, the biggest Highland talent or academy talent to come through our club. Someone that made my childhood very great. And you're someone that battled free from alcoholism to do his thing for Arsenal. And you're reducing this great man to these rage baity questions.
Silly questions.
Idiot thing. In my opinion.
Yeah, silly questions. Someone says captain should be at the back. As far as I'm concerned, they can all see the front. Yeah, but look, you've got
my bias is that I won't cap.
I get it. I absolutely
get
it.
If I could.
Yeah, I'll give it to Rice or Gabriel. But what I'm trying to say is that we have much more pressing issues. Much more pressing issues than like captains. Nah.
And that's the thing. 14 draws, breaking down low blocks. Can we get over the line? Are we gonna get Eze or Rodrygo? Are we gonna sell players?
Thank you.
Our first 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games. This is where I would rather put my brain power than this captain thing.
Thank you, because I'd rather ask questions about should we be playing as a double pivot or should we be playing a 4-3-3? Should Martinelli have a chance up front? Or this is the questions I ask. This is the questions that we should be asking. Not captaincy. Captaincy. Who cares about captaincy?
It's over.
Yeah, but bro, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because I think Martinelli will probably do well up front. He's very direct, but it's not going to happen. But this is the questions we should be asking. This is the question that if me and you can see this, if other fans can see this, why is the manager not seeing this?
And this is where I always say there's some things I wish I was a fly on the wall at Arsenal so that I could understand and comprehend. That leads me to ask you this then. Like, what do you make of these comments from Mikel Arteta? He said he believes Arsenal are still a club transformed from when he first took over. No one can disagree with that. If he left today, we're in a better state. Not saying we're happy with it. He said, I give my passion, my energy, my knowledge, and everything I have to give to this club. I believe we have transformed this club from where it was to where it was today. In terms of performance, when we look at the last 3 years of the Premier League, pardon me, apologies, people. We are the team that has scored the most points, but we still need a major title. That's what we're missing because the rest is done. The connection with the fans has changed. There's no doubt that Arsenal is one of the best teams in Europe at the moment, but we still need to seal the achievement. I think he's speaking facts, personally. But where are you at with that? It's a lot to take in. Are we frozen again? Or am I frozen? Folks, let me know what's going on. Am I frozen? Am I frozen? Hello, YouTube friends. Don't forget to join the FPL League. I think you got like an hour. Don't shake yourselves. I've put it on the community tab. See a couple of you commenting on it. I've gone on every time I look through my YouTube comments, someone says it. I've let you lot know. That's your business now. That's your business. I'll pull it in here. If you lot want to join it, join it. I've done my part now. If you want to join it, you can still join it. Don't be a week behind because DG is winning anyways. I can't lie. Big up you lot because there's bare teams in it.
Sorry, bro. Yeah.
Mine. They're calling you go, miss.
Yeah, man. There's work being done on the road. That's why. What was the question you was asking, bro?
I can't lie. Can't remember now. Like someone threw me off.
Yeah, I think.
I was asking you about what Mikel Arteta had to say here.
I'll give my permission.
I'll read it out again, man. I give my passion, my energy, my knowledge, and better yet, despite the lack of trophies so far under his management, the Spaniard believes Arsenal are still a club transformed from when he first took over. I give my passion, my energy, my knowledge, and everything I have to give to this club. I believe we have transformed this club from where it was to where it is today. In terms of performance, when we look at the last 3 years of the Premier League, we are the team that has scored the most points, but we still need a major title. That's what we're missing because the rest is done. The connection with the fans has changed. There's no doubt that Arsenal is one of the best teams in Europe at the moment, but we still need to seal the achievement.
Like this is what I want to ask you, because maybe I'm reading it out of context. When he says last 3 seasons we've had the most points, is he talking about an accumulation of the last 3 seasons?
It must be. It must be.
Because it wouldn't make sense otherwise,
It
right?
has to be. Yeah, it has to be.
But what does that mean?
It don't mean nothing.
What does
It's
that
not
mean?
It don't mean nothing, but it doesn't mean anything because I'm looking around trying to find trophies.
Bro, like we've seen
we're a good team. Are we a winning team now?
That's what I'm trying to say. Listen, one thing I will say, from where we were before he came to where we are now, the fact that we can say that we're challenging for the trophy, cool. I get that. Hold that. Yeah. Cool. I agree with that. But maybe it's a case where, just like Klopp did with Liverpool, that you took us to not Klopp, sorry, Brendan Rodgers. Just like Brendan Rodgers, you take us to a certain point, and then someone else needs to come in and dine the table down, because right now, we can't really say nothing.
And that's what jars me about Arteta, because I'll be honest, I think he's got the capacity, but for whatever reason, whether it's tactics or he's seeing the game differently, I think he's shooting himself in the foot. When people sit here and say he's a negative manager and all of that, I don't believe that. I mean, clearly the defensive thing, all of that. But then I see you play like Bilbao, and I see it on occasions. You've got the ability to do it. You're choosing not to do it. For whatever reason, I don't know. I can only comment on what you're doing. And even though I've got a lot of time for you, Arteta, there is that feeling, I'm sure, even with Arteta sexuals, that there's that glass ceiling. Are you going to shatter it? Or is it just there? And God forbid, because obviously I would want the manager, even if there's a player I don't rate at Arsenal, if I didn't rate the manager, I want it all to work in it. But there is that feeling that you might not be the guy. Like, you could leave with your head held high. Whatever people have to say, whether it's said or done, when he walked in to where we are now, not that he's not made mistakes and got things right, we're in a better place. I do think we're one of the best teams in Europe. I use that subjectively because we're nowhere near Real Madrid and PSG and all those things. But it's about winning a champs, winning a Prem, picking up these domestic trophies. Because if the only people that need it more than the players, keyword the players, is the fans. The fans need it, but part the fans off because they're part of the club, but they're not at the club. The players need it because mental fatigue, all of these things start to play a part. It's very difficult. Fair enough. The first year we fought for the league, no one expected it. Cool. The next year, Arsenal going to fall away. Everybody's on stuff. We're not on nothing. We ran it to the last day of the season. All right, cool. We never won it. Last year, we all know it was a false image. Yeah, we were second and we earned that, and there was injuries, but we did not have the depth. We did not buy the 11. Arteta did not show an ability to pivot at times when games went wrong. I personally think the club did. Arteta's got to hold it as well. But in January, the players were done dirty, and to a degree, Arteta, by the ownership, because I think a serious club acts in January, and ultimately there's nothing. And I'm all about seizing the present. My biggest fear is these last 3 years, when it's all said and done, we didn't grab nothing. Sometimes you have to seize the moment. Newcastle, Palace, them lot down the road, they might never win anything again, but they were there, they seized it in whatever context. And I think we now need to show we've got the capacity to do that.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, because I know people were bantering Chelsea, bantering Tottenham for winning the Europa League. Oh yeah, we don't want the Europa League. How can we be bantering a team that won the Europa League when we couldn't win it when we was in it? It doesn't make any sense. We need to stop lowballing these other trophies and win the trophies that we're in. Because if we, as fans, are saying that Europa League ain't shit, then we should be winning it. We should be having at least one under our belt. We ain't won the Carabao Cup in over 18 years or something. The Prem in over 20 plus years. FA Cup, it's been 5-6 years. How have we got this luxury, this premium prestige that we're like, yeah, you know what? All these other cups don't matter.
Especially when you don't win anything. DG, match to match. Why did we lose to PSG? We did not have Havertz or any striker. I mean, when your manager comes out and says we've got the smallest squad, people want to say, he beat Real Madrid with Marino up front, which is true, and he did that. But, bro, as a club, we shot ourselves in the foot. We lost in the first leg, in my opinion, because there was no Partey, and then we had to take Marino, who was in a sweet spot up front, and put him in midfield. We had to move Rice, who was also finding his form, from an 8 to a 6, and you saw that. In the second leg, honestly, I think it came down to tactics, but more than anything, quality, because in the second half of the second leg, it felt like we was giving it all in it. Like, it was giving all, we just never had the juice. So whether it's depth, our manager's ability to pivot, and just that stardust and quality and that levels, it's all like a cocktail of ingredients that ultimately led to what we had, didn't it? And I think the club was complacent last summer. I can only go off that,
definitely,
because we didn't do what we needed to do.
Definitely. And I just want to answer to I'm a real gunner in terms of Havertz not being there. We had Havertz against Man United, and Man United were 1 man down, 10 man in the FA Cup. We couldn't beat them, could we?
Liverpool the same the year before.
Oh, then okay. So that's what I'm trying to say is it goes beyond. I get it to a certain extent. Yes, injuries. Yes, us not having strikers. Of course, that was a big factor. But when we did have those players, we still couldn't do it. So what about that question? You know?
Exactly. DG, do you think we should have just taken the 17 mil for Vieira, and are you confident we'll get more from him? I mean, 17 to 20 million pounds or euros, bro. You just got to take the money and run in it. Like at this point, we just got to just see what we can do. In an ideal world, I hope to wake up and Nelson's gone, Trossard's gone. Not that I want Trossard to go, but it's clearly that he's gone. Vieira gone. I don't know for Lokonga, to be honest with you. I thought he'd be the first out, but
nobody wants him. Nobody wants the players. And the thing is, another question I wanted to ask you, bro, is that you know how our fans, I don't know about you if you complain about it, but we keep complaining about our transfers out not being the best. We're not getting good money for the players that we're selling. But then, for example, now someone's asking, should we just sell it for 17 million? So where do we stand? What's the balance? Do we hold out for that 25 million, that 30 million, like we did with Nketiah last season, by the way, where teams will come in, 20 million, we said no, 25 million, no, selling for 30, or should we just get rid of him for cheap?
I mean, for me, Berta, you've just walked into the job, so I'm gonna let you do your thing because your experience, you're something Edu can't do. Like I'm getting angry about stuff that I shouldn't get angry about, like Amari Hutchinson. Chelsea got him for the low, sold him high. He's going from Ipswich for peace to Forest. So I'm gonna allow Berta with that. I think generally as a club, we need to get better at sales. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain's still up there. We need to get better at sales. We need to get better at selling our academy talents. We need to look into how we loan players and how we put them in the shop market. We need to look at maybe a multi-club structure. So I would say all of that. Where we're at, though, with the Zinnies and the Jesuses, and not to the same extent because he's not on the same amount of money, but Fabio Vieira, I am on that. You know what? Just clear ranks, innit? Just clear ranks because that's the only way we're hearing you're going for Eze. Just clear ranks, clear the wages, give that money to people who we want to give new contracts to, the Salibas, the Sackers. Use that to put towards what we want to do. Maybe we'll get on to Rodrygo, but Rodrygo, Eze, and all of them, and just keep it moving, innit? Like we're paying for the sins of the previous regime. Well, where Berta's concerned, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, no, real talk, man.
That's what will make it an 8, 9, 10 out of 10 window for me when I see significant outgoings or movement around such. That's when I'm like, oh, okay, you lot are doing your thing now.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think this needs to be the last season where we're thinking, you know what, just get gone because we've got an objective right now. Just get gone, get those people gone, and then from next year, obviously, you know, Berta's going to be in his position for at least a year, and then you can start moving business-wise a bit more intelligent. But for now, especially because there's so much at stake, especially for Arteta, especially for the club, especially for a lot of players, you've got the likes of Saliba, the likes of Saka that are still waiting to sign their contracts. And this could be the season where they're thinking, do you know what? Instead of me going to Real Madrid, I can see us winning. Maybe next year we can win the Champions League or something. But if we don't, players are going to start thinking, is this the club that I'm going to actually be winning trophies at? They don't want to turn into a Harry Kane where they have to wait until 31, 30 years old in order for them to win their first trophy. Mad thing.
Darkness. Very, very dark. So what? Are we getting Rodrygo for you?
Nah.
No hope at all?
No hope at all.
Why?
Bro, we can't get Eze. We're not getting Eze. What will we fooling around for Eze? What are we going to do with Rodrygo? We're not going to get Rodrygo. We know our club.
Loan with an obligation?
Bro, come on, man. This is Real Madrid we're talking about here. We're not talking about some small clubs that accept that. Do you know what I mean? They're not going to accept one of their best players to go on a loan obligation to buy. They're not going to accept it. Unless I hear Fabrizio come out, unless I hear Ben Jacobs, unless I hear Ornstein come out and say this is not happening. We're not getting him. Do you know what it is? The sooner Arsenal fans stop thinking about these amazing stuff happening, the better your heart will be when it doesn't happen. Do you know what I mean? Like, because it's certain, oh yeah, we're gonna get Rodrygo. No, you don't get Rodrygo. Oh, see what I told you. See what I told you. See. No, man, relax, chillax. We're not gonna get Rodrygo. There you go. Big up to Fresh Dip Art. Big up to the chat. Big up to Fresh Dip Art. Where he's likely to go to Manchester City. Because Manchester City will pay that. Oh, 90 mils. Yeah. Go on. Talk. We will be like, oh, do you know what? Can you accept 80? Can you accept 75? Can you accept it? Nah. No. We don't get Rodrygo.
If you want to sit at the big boy table, you have to do the big boy stuff, man. Spurs are set to make a bid for Eze. TalkSport understands Eze is open to the move and wants to play Champions League football and ideally stay in London. Arsenal also hold an interest in Eze, and a late window move cannot be discounted. I want to ask you a bit of two questions. Like, why do you think we're not as aggressive for him? And two, do you really think we want him that much?
I do think we want him, but I think the promises that we probably gave to Nwaneri, him featuring more as a number 10, him featuring more altogether, that's probably the reason why. But again, going back to what I said to you before, if we get rid of Trossard, get rid of a couple of other players, that leaves us 20, 21 players. Just saying. 20 to 21 players. So we'll be shorter than last season. So whether we want to give promises to Nwaneri, whether we think we have Odegaard there, whatever, we still need to bring this guy in because this guy can play on the left. He can play in the center. He can play as an 8, as a number 10. Premier League proven. Low blocks. We're talking about, we can't go against low blocks. This is a guy that can go up against the low blocks. This is a guy that wants to take the ball and dribble, go forward, make something happen, draw defenders towards him, leaving gaps in other places for the other people to run onto. This is someone that we need, man. We need Eze. It's not like, it would be nice to have Eze. We need Eze. We need him not only for squad depth, we need him to push the people that are in the starting 11, push Odegaard, push Nwaneri, push Madueke, push Martinelli. You've got a star, guys. You've got a star that's waiting to come on. If we don't get that, then I'm telling you now, we're going to be in the same place. We're going to be in the same place.
I mean, most fans rate him, yeah. And I rate him, and clearly you rate him. And it's not that Mikel Arteta or Arsenal don't rate him, but I want to ask you, are they as heavy on Eze as us? I only say that because you kind of touched on it. You know, I hear it, Nwaneri promises, all of that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, he's an 18-year-old. We don't know what we're getting for the majority of it. And if there's one thing with Nwaneri, as great as he is, doesn't really affect the game at this moment in time consistently over 90 minutes. Leicester away, the exception, right? But you do have him. I know people don't want to hear it, but there's an angle for Kai Havertz and Gyökeres to play together, playing in Odegaard's role. So you've got Nwaneri, you've got Odegaard, you've got Kai Havertz. We're probably, unless there's an injury, obviously in-game you can do a thing, but unless there's an injury, you're not going to see like one of Rice or Zubimendi as a lone 6 and then rotating 8s. I think Eze could do a job left wing, and it might look like he's out wide on paper, but we can do things. But maybe the club don't see that. Then you throw in the backdrop of maybe a Max Dowman, maybe needed to move people on and whatnot. Do you think we rate Eze as much as us fans, or do you think it's a thing where if all the dominoes fall into place, he's someone we can grab?
I think the club is wanting to go for Eze, but I think their net spend, their net profit, it hasn't been the best. I guarantee you now, if we would have got rid of Trossard, got rid of a couple of players beforehand, we would have gone for Eze easy. Because one thing about Berta, he agreed personal terms with him because he wanted him. Especially this summer, Berta's agreed personal terms with all of the players, and he's actually got all of their players apart from Messi, apart from Eze. So if he wanted to agree personal terms with Eze, got that done super, super quick, of course, I think the club did want him. But now, nobody's going yet. We don't know who's going. We don't know if Trossard's staying or not. And this is what I'm trying to say. I want us to have a clear direction. In terms of where we're going, what we're doing. Because right now, how do you expect Eze to just be standing around waiting? Oh, are you guys going to sign me or you not? Are you guys going to sign me or you not? This guy wants to play Champions League football. Like, we need to respect Eze as well. No, he has his goals. He has his objective. Just because he loves us doesn't mean he's just going to wait for Arsenal to kind of make up their mind, because
he's got a job at the end of the day, man.
He's got a job to do. He wants to win trophies.
So then it leads me to ask you, like, does Eze, even if like I'm of the belief that Eze, just get him in it, but does Eze actually fix anything? Because he might not be seen as the left winger, give or take. If you've got a fit and firing Odegaard, he probably could play ahead of Odegaard. He might, beyond just being another great player as part of our squad, which is a plus point. Does he actually fix anything, like in terms of his skill set or anything? I know you mentioned low blocks, but does he actually fix anything?
I think he brings a skill set that we don't currently have at the club, apart from one. Rice is someone that can take the ball from deep and drive forward, right? And you see it happen all the time. When he drives forward, you see the other opposition defense starts magnetizing towards him. They start leaving gaps. But Eze is a better dribbler than Rice. And if you look at the heat map from Eze, he loves taking the ball from deep and driving forward. He loves taking a shot from far. Where's the last time you've seen us take a shot from far? Outside the box.
Xhaka came to mind. Rice's
Yeah,
free came to mind. Saka
right, kind of came to mind a little bit, But we need more of that. How can we have
that's about it, or one
that's what I'm trying to say. The thing about Eze, he brings chaos. He brings unpredictability. You don't know whether he's going to shoot. You don't know whether he's going to dribble. You don't know whether he's going to drop the shoulder, pass. You don't know whether he's going to go on the left, start on the center, and then go wide and drift in. This is what we need. We need someone, look, you're a baller as well, bro. You need someone that's going to take the ball, be like, yeah, do you know what? Come. One man, two man.
I want it all the time.
I want it. Do you get it?
And that makes everyone feel better as well.
Yeah. Do you know those ones where, I think it was last year when Nwaneri come on against Leicester City, we were drawing. Nwaneri come on, he took a shot and everyone started getting up thinking, yeah, like we need that. We need people to get up off our seats. We need people that are going to come in and be like, do you know what? I'm going to take this man on. I only see Madueke doing that this season. I don't know apart from any other player that's going to do it. Nwaneri maybe. Take someone on. I mean, not the finished product. I mean, take someone on and actually try and make things happen.
Yeah, trust. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Nobody else.
Crazy. Boy, I don't know what to say, man. I can't lie. For you, do we need one or two? Like
two.
I'm on that. But then, all right, cool. So you said what you think, what you would like. What do you think? Is it 1, 2, or none?
I'm leaning more towards none, but I think we might get one if we sell the people. If we sell the people that we need to sell, we might get one. I don't think we're going to get two. That's my wish, obviously. But I think right now, the way it's looking, we might not get any. And you know what? I'm cool with that to a certain extent. Because like you said, bro, should I tell you why? It's because no matter what I think, no matter what I wish, the club is going to do what they want to do.
Oh,
right?
I hear that.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? The club's going to do what they want to do. Whether I want Eze, whether we want Rodrygo, whether we want Leao, the club's going to decide, cool. My main concern is us thinking about the tactics. Us thinking about who's going to play where, how we're going to play against Man United. That's what is on my mind. What about you, bro? Like, what do you think? Do you think we're going to get one? Do you think we're going to get two? Do you think if we sell the players that we sell, that we're still going to be okay?
I think it's a fast that I understand that we need to sell people, but I think where Arsenal's concerned, I think it gets conflated in the sense that we want to sell. And I hear that because you got a bunch of players, not that I'm pocket watching, not that I care what the club is paying them, because at the end of the day, no one put a gun to the club's head to give these players what they're giving them. But I understand if we sat there and said, bro, we got a bunch of players that are on wages that they probably shouldn't be. I think last season we was trying to flush. I hear that, but I think we've been coalesced in that we're starting to believe it's a sell to buy. Even when you look at Eze, yeah, do you remember going back all these same mouthpieces that are doing this sell to buy Arsenal thing? Do you remember when we was linked with Madueke? We was explicitly told Madueke is a separate deal to Eze. So it's a both kind of thing. And I feel sorry for someone like Madueke because on top of the obvious, even more pressures on you, even more pressures on Nwaneri. And at the end of the day, pressure's a privilege. You're playing for a big club, you're professional footballers, you're big boys out here. But once you strip all of that back, yeah, you're asking a lot. Like, you're asking a lot. And for me, I wanted to just look at my front three as a minimum and like, we've solved the three-man puzzle. I think we have two. If I assume Gyökeres is the striker that we're going to start all the time, Saka's doing his thing, I still think you need a left winger. Then you've got your Kais, your Trossards, your Martinellis, your Marinos if he goes up front, Nwaneri, all of these guys just chipping in. It's very different from just chipping in and doing your thing to when we're placing the burden on you. Because I know people can talk whatever they want about Kai. The reality is he has been one of our top goal scorers in the last 2-3 years, which is testament to him and damning on the club. He's setting people up to fail.
Yeah, listen, what you just said there is absolutely right. It's just the fact that what I always remember, and maybe I might be wrong, but Kai was brought in as a number 8.
Yeah, didn't bang.
And didn't bang, right? Don't get me wrong, he's done well as a number 9, but 15 goals, 9 goals, respectfully, it's not good enough for Arsenal.
Exactly. And if we're saying that's not good enough from Kai, what the fuck are your teammates doing? Because Kai's pulled away.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. So that's what I'm trying to say is that if it's Havertz, yeah, that's scoring the most goals, do you think Havertz is our best player on paper?
No, but he's pulling his weight. And big him
Okay.
up for 2 years ago, the second half of that season.
Yeah. But so who do we have to blame then? Who do we have to look at? No, maybe
Arteta,
not
you
blame.
assembled the squad, bro. You have to hold that.
Okay. That's
You're not to be
that,
blamed for everything, but everybody's here because you want them, whether you bought them or not. You have to hold that. And I personally feel you've been here
Yep.
too long, and we've been in 3 title challenges. I assume next year would be our 4th. Well, the season that's going to start on Sunday. There's certain things I don't feel should be talking points. I don't feel I should. I understand football's always rotating and changing and people always going, but there's certain things that should be set in stone. And I don't think we've crossed into that border. Obviously, you look at the ownership and whatnot, it paints a picture, but this is why I've got no expectations, so I can get no disappointments. I think we've got a good team. I just want you lot to show me you're a winning team. I can't blindlessly back you beyond the fact that I support you lot.
no, that's almost like a naive supporter. Because obviously you're always going to back your club. You're always going to back your club, right? You're always going to support your club. But doesn't mean you sit there and you see the bad things happening, you see the worrying signs, and you're just going to be like, nah, do you know what? Well, right, it's Arsenal. It's not. It's not. It's a joke thing.
That's not what you should be doing. That's not what you should be doing. And don't get it twisted, yeah. If you want Eze, that tells me you want a versatile, multifunctional forward for one. If you want Rodrygo, that tells me you want a left winger. It's one thing talking about those players specifically. If you can't get them, go and bring me something else. Simple as that.
Go get a Mitoma. Go get a Mitoma.
I don't know.
Go get a Mitoma.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Listen, do you know what it is? You know what it is, bro? It's that
he's cold, but I don't know, man.
Do you know what it is, my bro? It's that if I look at the players that I want, and then I'm looking at realistically who is Arsenal gonna get, they're not gonna get Leao, are they?
No.
Okay. I want Leao. They're not gonna get Rodrygo, sorry. They're not gonna get Rodrygo. You know? Savinho.
You having Savinho? But they're saying 68 million quid.
Nice.
Bit steep.
You know what it is as well? I don't want any up and comings. I don't want a development player no more. We've got enough of this.
I want a more well-rounded man. I want to know what I'm getting.
A world class. You know what you expect. You know what to expect. That's what I want. I'm tired of us going for the up and comings and developments and waiting a couple of years. Arteta respectfully doesn't have a couple of years. He needs now.
How long is he under contract? He's on 15 million a year. You get Champions League, you're not getting sacked.
Bro, that's the thing. That's the thing. It's very hard to continue to, be positive when there's clear signs.
I'm not on blindlessly being negative or positive. I'm as positive.
No. But we have to address what's actually going on. And what's actually going on is that we're still kind of in the same place where we're asking questions that we were asking last season. Why are we asking the same questions that we were asking last season? Why?
And we hope to be proven wrong, but I
want to be proven wrong.
The window is not closed. We could do something, but right now, I expect to beat Man United. Beyond that, I don't know for Premier League titles. I know we're not shit. We're going to be up there for certain things and whatever, but it's over the line. We've been in the race. It's jarring being in 100-meter sprints at the Olympics and not winning gold. That's where we're at now because we're putting in the hard graft. And at some point, we need to look internally. We have to.
We do have to look internally. We do have to look internally, but at the same time, we also have to look externally as well. Because if realistically we both say that we need 2 or 1, who do we actually sign? Because look, Rodrygo's off the cards. I personally think Rodrygo's off the cards. It's looking right now. Eze is off the cards because Eze is going to Spurs. So who would you go and sign?
This is where Arteta, you man know more about ball than me. Make sure 1st of September, I feel a lot more bullish about this, innit?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. And look, the last comment I said, that is why Arteta is the gaffer and we're here on YouTube.
Exactly. So make it work. You get 15 million a year. You've been here for 15 million a year. You've been here for 6 years. You got your way for A license. The stuff I said at the beginning. I can be concerned. I'll be the first man to say fair play. But right now, I can only comment, and this ain't to be negative or positive. I can only comment on how I feel. I'm not going to sit here and be mad negative because I don't believe that about my football club. I'm not going to sit here and say we will win the league and with no evidence, just so you lot will hear it, because I don't necessarily believe that. We need to be in with a fight. We will be in with a fight. But as I said, me personally, speaking for myself, I want to get over the line now. We've got a good team. Are you a winning team? We've got a good manager. Are you a winning manager? I don't know what's wrong with saying that.
There is nothing wrong with saying that. There is absolutely nothing wrong with saying why, especially, for example, me, I'm training to become a pro coach. I'm doing my license. So there's only one license between me and Arteta. He's got the most obviously experience and he's worked with the better guys and stuff. But if I'm looking at the team and I'm saying we're unbalanced, how many seasons have we been completely unbalanced, going down the right, didn't get addressed? This is the third season. The third season where we keep going down the right.
Maybe in the fourth, because you tried to buy Mudryk when Martinelli was doing his thing. So you might have known there was something to happen.
Do you know what I mean? So again, we need to, like, for the people that really admire Arteta, which I get,
I do admire you. I just don't love you more than the club. And I think the people that claim they rate Arteta, like Arteta sexuals, you don't rate him as much as me. I rate him more than all of you because I've seen what you've done in the champs, seen what you've done in the Prem, seen you do mad defensive stuff, seen you do mad attacking stuff, seen you improve players. I think it's a fair question to say why you're not getting over the line. We are getting bantered about being second. That is very different from being bantered about power shift. Remember where they used to say Leicester and Spurs are going to overtake us? You've upgraded the thing. Over the line business now. I don't love Arteta more than my club.
No.
And I'm on anything. I think all options should be on the table. Sacking the man, keeping the man, everything until we go in certain directions. If he wins the league, done your thing. I don't think you've earned that respect to be backed blindlessly. I can understand it, whether Wenger was finished or not. I could get it with Wenger. I could get it if you've done it with Jose or Ferguson or one of them kind of managers. He ain't earned that, bro.
Yeah, no, he hasn't. Unfortunately, he hasn't. He hasn't. Like, if, for example, he took us where we took to where we are now, and he's won a couple trophies, then I get it. You know, we're getting with that. You know what? Transition, won the FA Cup, won a Carabao Cup.
So what are you talking about?
Went to a couple, but we ain't been to one final. We ain't been to one final.
Women sacked their manager and won the champs. You see, everything's on the table. There has to be. I'm not saying to sack him, but you got.
Yeah, there has to be ways thinking. Shit, man, I need to actually do something. My back's against the wall right now.
He's comfy, man.
He's too comfortable, bro. And again, I want to keep saying this because people are gonna say, "Oh, you're not thanking Arteta." I am thanking Arteta, but sometimes you need to be the guy that lays the table, and then someone else actually comes to sit down and eat and finish the plate. Because right now we're not finishing nothing. We're not finishing nothing. I really want Arteta to do well. I really want Arteta to do well.
We want him to get sacked. You know, we want to celebrate some shit.
But I want us to be cold, just the way we did Emery. You remember where we did Emery?
And we all know Emery only got sacked because there stopped being bums on seats. That's the only thing. You don't get champs. There's no bums on seats. We're in issues. You having Malik Fofana from Lyon?
Nah, Bunda.
Raw. He's cold still. I love him.
Bunda. See, again, bro, up and coming.
I hear that, but if you're not going to get me the Star Boys, I might as well, bro.
No, then I'd rather go for Lookman. If you're telling me, if you're telling, listen, I'd rather go for Lookman. People are talking about Matoma.
Better than Lookman still.
What do you say?
I think Fofana's better than Lookman.
We don't know that, bro.
The CV goes in Lookman's favor, but
we don't know, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't know if Fofana might be better than him.
Yeah, but how much are they asking for? 60 million?
Yeah, I swear it's like 35, 40 million euros.
Nah. That was it. Like what, a month ago? Now they're wanting like 50 to 60 million.
Chat to them, man. We set the way for French players in the Prem. Just chat to them. IOU, sell-on clause. We got you, Leon, man. All of that, man. You should have given us Ryan Cherky as well. Furthermore, Arteta, you should have bought him. I can't lie. I'm a real gunner. I think this is an extremely naive way of looking at stuff. Maybe that's the fans keep saying, give the ball to Saka. He's the star boy, so stop complaining about always going down the right. If that was the case and fans had an opinion on what Arteta does on the football field, do you really think he'd still be doing that? I think that's quite a very simplistic way of looking at stuff. Do you think Arteta is giving the ball to Saka because of the fans? Fair enough. Ignorance must be bliss. I think that's an idiot thing. I'll be real.
Yeah, come on. I'm a real gunner. You've been saying some good stuff there, but that one we have to be intelligent on the way we think about football. Because
man, you think Arteta training these lot for years, training week in, week out, is saying, "Oh, give it to Saka because of the fans."
Come on, do you know what I mean? Like let's come to the table with decent arguments. Yeah. 50 million is what? Yeah, 50 million is too much. 50 million too much.
It's not making sense because Arteta's shown not that he doesn't care about fans' opinion, but if a manager just listens to all fans' opinion, we don't upgrade on Ramsdale because of Raya. You don't see the inverted thing, bro. Like sometimes us fans are right, but a lot of the time we're wrong. That's what football's about.
Yeah, man.
End of the day, it's the manager. Just make it happen so we have parades in Islington in May 2026. It's as simple as that for me.
That's all I want. And I think, you know what it is? I'm going to ask you, Would you rather play boring football and win, yeah, or play good football and to continue to come second?
Boring football and win, man. You win.
Okay.
But you can't be playing boring football, quote unquote, and not winning.
That's what I'm trying to say.
We're in get over the line mode. Of course, I want both. I want to play. I'm an Arsenal fan. I've seen the Invincibles. I've seen the more diminutive Emirates players. I want to play exciting football. I think you need to ideally do all of them, but it's over the line business now. Like, just win, bro. I don't want it to necessarily be Jose or Conte, but when I mentioned them two names, they're winners. So all you can say is fair enough. It's about over the line business.
That's my main concern as well. Is that I don't mind people that will complain that we're boring now. It's like I get it. Like you're an Arsenal fan, you want to see free flowing football. But like you said, if we're winning, and we're playing boring football, I don't care. Chelsea were doing that during the mid 2000s. Do you remember when Jose Mourinho come from about 2004 to around 2010, 2008, whenever he left? They were playing boring football, lump it up. Big strikers get it down, bang, bang, bang. They won. Why can't we do that?
Even Jose's second return to Chelsea, where it was boring. I mean, maybe even Conte. It was either Jose or Conte. Like it was boring football. Cesc, Diego Costa, you lot patting it, innit?
Yeah, patting it.
Literally, Chelsea fans are crying.
Literally. Arsenal play boring football. That shit ain't selling our soul.
And we used to play boring football. Boring.
Yeah.
Arsenal.
1-0 to the Arsenal. People forget that. 1-0 to the Arsenal.
Exactly. People think these chants are just random things we're saying, bro. Like, I've seen us play sexy football and win, ugly football and win. We're at that point. It's just about winning now.
It's just about winning.
We're balanced fans. We'll do the nuances and this, that, and the other. But then there's also that of getting over the line now. Like, unfortunately, life is about that. You can go to your manager and say, oh, my God, like, unfortunately, this person died in my life. This happened, that happened. I'm not in the right frame of mind. And they might be sympathetic, but at some point, no matter what sub story you give them, did you do what I told you to do or did you not? You might lose your job. You can't pay your bills, eviction, mortgage not getting paid. It's done. That we are at that stage. That is football. History is only written by the winners. All of the wars and all them things there that we've seen in history, we don't know if that's actually how it went. But history is only written by the victors. And it's about time we write our own. Because I'll tell you, you're fucking good enough. These players are fucking good enough. For some reason or not, we're having a lot of flirting. We're having a lot of foreplay, no penetration. It's time to beat now. Simple as that for me.
Maybe Arteta likes voyeurism, innit?
Boy, he needs to like trophies now, bro. Like, Arteta, I've got a lot of time for you, Like, I'm not an Arteta sexual and apologist, but I just don't think, I think people are dishonest. Just because you think Arteta needs to step down or he might not be the guy, which are fair questions. I think some make out he's the Messiah and he can walk on water. I think some make out that he's mad shit. I think neither is true. He's a good manager. Are you a winning manager? And until you get over the line, personally, I think every option should be on the table. I've got no affiliations to you, bar you being the Arsenal manager, and I'll critique and praise you and back you like everybody else all the way. Until you earn that from me, not that I'm anyone, everything's on the table. Because realistically, you should be on borrowed time. You should. Other man have been other man in certain aspects could have, would have, and should have in different circumstances been given the clip. Because if I'm honest, I'm not to be disingenuous to Arteta, just looking at it through winning. What have you done that I haven't seen in my 30 years at this football club? You ain't won no titles. You played half decent football, decent record against top six. You haven't done anything. I've seen my team get into a Champions League semi-finals. Granted, it ain't been for time. All right. I ain't seen inverted fullbacks before, but wow. You put yourself in the history books. You're good enough to do it, bro. Go and mark something in this club's history.
He is. You can definitely tell he's good. You can definitely tell he's good enough, but maybe that ceiling is not a glass ceiling. Maybe that ceiling is a concrete ceiling that he can't smash past. What do you think?
Exactly. All options are on the table. I think even the most loyal Arteta fan has to be asking that. It has to be a question. It has to be, because you ain't done that. We can only go off what we see. It's not that we want to say that. It's the reality of the situation. Simple as that.
Yep. We have to get. I think someone said it. We have to get that monkey off our back. We have to get that monkey off our back and start winning the Prem. We have to get back to the point, because a lot of our fans, this is why I say the word, and I love the fact that you said it, disingenuous, right? It's because our fans are calling themselves, we're calling ourselves elite. Our fans call ourselves elite. We're an elite club. We're this, we're that. We haven't won the Champions League ever. No. We haven't won no European trophy. We haven't won the Prem in over 20 years. How can we be elite? How can we be up there with the upper echelons of the upper clubs?
We'd like to win. We're not dying to win.
No, we're not dying.
I think the players are. I think the fans are. I think Arteta in the sly way is, but the ethos from those above.
No.
Right where we're at, innit? And this is why I don't get vexed no more.
And that's why I said I've accepted the fact that we might not get anybody else.
Whatever happens, happens. Because you lot made me dream again. Even last season, I think it was our most of the 3 challenges, probably our worst season. But you smashed City, you beat Madrid, ended up with nothing. So you're showing me, you're flirting with it. Because I don't know about any other fan yet. I wouldn't be doing this. We need to win the league and do all of this if you didn't show me you could do this or show me that you're close to it. You've shown me you can flirt with it. You show me consistently 3 times finishing second over the line.
Yeah, I agree. What's this one? People can say what they want about Arteta. Fact is, he's finished second 3 times, got us beating top teams, even teams like Real Madrid twice. He does need to get better in other areas for sure.
And that's it. I
don't know. Like, was he fresh drip art? Were you trying to back the manager, or do you think that it's time for him to go? I didn't understand the context for that one because
we're always backing him, but even if we're always backing the manager, like everyone at this football club, but I don't think you can be black. I will never back until you win a Prem or something. I can't blindlessly back you because you haven't taken me into a realm that I haven't seen at the Emirates.
Yeah,
you haven't.
Yeah. Right. And the thing is, it's like, you know when he said that last part, he does need to get better in other areas for sure. I don't think you understand how much of a detriment those other things he has to get better at.
He's shooting himself in the foot, man.
Yeah, but not adapting, not making last-minute substitutions at 85th minute when we can see from the second half starting that we need to change.
Don't stand in the rain and complain you're wet. That's what I would say to Arteta. You're at that point. Don't stand in the rain. Don't come out against Luis Enrique and say we're the best team in the Champions League and them men are through. We're at that point now of winning or losing, bro. Like, it's dead now. It's dead. Like, we're getting hyper fixated, yeah. And it's not that I can't see the signs. We're not getting battered in England or in Europe. We are dominating possession. It is even. You do the ifs and buts and whatnot. Zubamendi in The Athletic, when he was speaking with Marino, he spoke about the fine margins. We're never on the right side of the fine margins so far. And that's where we need to be now. We need to be on the right side of fine margins. It's not good enough to be competitive. And they had 10 shots. We had 11. We had 55%. They had 45% over the line. We need that grit now. We've got that grit, but title winning grit. And I think a lot of it is recruitment. I think a lot of it is tactically. I think everybody has to look in the mirror. We're all good. The manager, the players, you're good. Everyone's got to want to be great every day. And if we do that, Bob's your uncle. We don't, well, we'll be here in May or June or July of 2026 talking about the same thing. God forbid.
I can't have
create our own luck. Facts. But go on, bro.
Yeah, I agree, man. We need to create our own luck. But also we need to come with a bit of confidence. And the only way we can come with a bit of confidence is when we're actually sure in the direction we're going. And I'm still not sure how Arteta is going to set up. We kind of saw it with Bilbao, but is he going to actually do that? Or is he going to go back to habitual 3-4-3, overlap with Ben White, pass it to Saka? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
You know what? There's no point wasting any more of our Friday with this, man. Hey, big up you, my guy. Big up the chat.
Big up to you, my bro. Big up to the chat.
No, man, there's no point wasting a Friday. We go again against Man United on Sunday. Let people know they can find you. I will say before the man speaks himself, his channel is in the title. I saw somebody in the chat, I can't remember your username for the life of me, and you're here all the time. You said you like what he says, go and follow him. But let's hear it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, big up to DG, big up to everyone in the chat. I am on YouTube and on TikTok. RYL Talks Football. But at the same time as well, I would really appreciate if you guys can help me out in terms of what type of content would you like to see in terms of tactical wise, because I am doing my pro license, and hopefully Dagenham and Redbridge soon. But yeah, big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to DG. Please smash
man, you're part of the furniture.
And my bro, thank you very much, man. Big up to man that Gomes.
Come on. Hopefully, the next time I got you on the platform, we got our first 3 points of the season, man. But yeah,
hopefully, man. Hopefully, man.
I don't want anyone to ruin their Sunday. I mean, their Friday, man. Like, you lot go enjoy Liverpool, Bournemouth. And on that note, we're out. Done.
We're out, man. Big up to everyone, man. Big up.
In a bit, man. It's been 90 minutes of great stuff. Peace.
Lovely.
You always just like